Hello, class. We will be presenting the Harvard business case named Inbal Dror, expanding the global reach of a couture bridal wear brand. My name is Ziad.
My name is Kayla.
I'm Noel.
And I'm Alex.
So we'll go ahead and jump right into our agenda for the day. So this presentation will start with a company overview of Inbal Dror. We will then move on to the industry overview of the bridal wear brand. Alex will discuss the SWOT analysis of Inbal Dror. Kayla will discuss the problems that we found in the case. And finally, Noel will discuss the solutions and recommendations that we have come up with. Before we get started, we do have a discussion question for the class. Our question is, how old do you want to be when you get married? And how much would you be willing to spend on a wedding gown for your marriage? So take a couple minutes to think about that and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Jumping right into the company overview. So Inbal Dror is a couture bridal wear brand which began in Ashdod, Israel circa 2005. So the founder, Inbal Dror, actually opened her first shop in Ashdod, Israel around 2004 and had widespread local success among Israeli women, which led her to launch the Inbal Dror couture brand in 2005. What's interesting is that this brand had virtually no marketing, branding, or advertising, and all the local success was largely driven again by word of mouth. Now, a little bit about Inbal Dror herself. She attended the prestigious Schenker College of Engineering, Design, and Art in Ramat Gan, Israel. And after completing her degree in the College Fashion Academy, she spent 4 years being trained by world-famous designer Roberto Cavalli. Now, moving on to the industry overview. So, Inbal Dror currently resides in the bridal wear industry. Now, this is a pretty big global industry that's currently valued at $65.6 billion, and this is only expected to grow to $77.7 billion worldwide in 2028. Now, North America does dominate the market with a 39% market share currently. However, this is largely being followed by the Asia Pacific region, which is the fastest growing region currently. Now, the Apex region is largely driven by an embracing of Western culture and particularly Western bridal wear, as seen in this picture here. So, in general, the industry growth is also propelled by more people getting married. So, Inbal Dror saw that she had something big and she had something that people really liked. So, perceptive of her brand success in the Israeli market, she sought to expand her business globally. Now, to do that, she hired Yehuda Katzman, which is pictured here in the middle. And Katzman was hired as the vice president of marketing and business development for Inbal Dror. Now, Yehuda Katzman is a very experienced businessman with over 25 years of experience in marketing and international trade, and currently resides as the CEO of the IMCO Group. Furthermore, Katzman does have extensive knowledge of the bridal wear industry, as he's a previous employee of Clenfield Bridal. Now, with Katzman at the helm, Inbal Dror saw huge success, ending with over 100 retail partners by 2018, which is pretty good considering they started from a small fashion house in Ashdod, Israel in 2004. So in order to really penetrate into global markets, Katzman knew that first and foremost, effective relationship building depended on Inbal Dror's brand positioning and their effective retailer selection and building relationships with those retailers. Now, with the desire to expand into the APAC market, they did face some issues and they needed a sound strategy to combat those resulting issues. Now, some of these issues that they would face is increasing competition. Many replicas, particularly in the APAC region and particularly in China, they had to kind of change their pricing point in order to remain competitive in these markets while retaining a sound brand image and equity. And finally, conduct market research, as the market is pretty different in the Asia Pacific region. So I'll now be passing it on to Alex to discuss the SWOT analysis for Inbal Dror. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ziad. So I'll start off with the strengths. The first strength of Inbal Dror would be their unique and exceptional designs. They're known for having high quality craftsmanship and unique designs, which really sets them over the edge. Their next strength is their established retail partnerships. Inbal Dror has successfully established 100 retail partnerships worldwide, which has helped increase brand visibility and market research or market reach. And thirdly, strong brand reputation. Inbal Dror has a strong brand reputation, particularly in Israel. The brand captures their target market by associating with luxury and elegance. Next, we move on to the weaknesses. The first weakness is their limited online presence. Inbal Dror's online presence is currently limited. The website lacks certain features such as online shopping and pricing options. Next is their lack of advertising and promotional spending. Inbal Dror heavily relies on word-of-mouth marketing and influencer endorsement. The lack of advertising and promotional spending is a potential weakness that can hinder the spread of brand awareness. Next is their pricing strategy. The company needs to find a balance between the price and quality that reflects a high-end and luxury image to remain competitive in the market. Next, we'll move on to the opportunities. The first opportunity is the Far East and China. The Far East and China presents a promising opportunity that have potential to be a significant market for Inbal Dror. Next opportunity is their online marketing e-commerce. Inbal Dror can use the power of e-commerce platforms and digital marketing to increase their online presence, improve brand visibility, and reach a larger audience. Lastly is their collaborations with influencers. An additional opportunity is that Inbal Dror can partner with popular influencers in the bridal wear industry to gain credibility from potential customers. Lastly, we'll talk about the threats. The first threat will be the fast fashion industry, which poses a threat to Inbal Dror because they can quickly produce similar styles at lower costs, leading to a decline in sales and market share. Next is their competition from established designers. Inbal Dror faces stiff competition from well-known designers. These brands have larger advertising budgets and international presence, making it difficult to penetrate the market and gain market share. Finally is their cultural and market differences. Local designers and retailers have acquired a strong hold and trust among customers, which makes it even more difficult for Inbal Dror to establish a foothold. Expanding in the Far East and China present obstacles like understanding and adapting to cultural subtleties and preferences. I'll be now passing it on to Kayla.
Thank you, Alex. So I'll be covering the problems. So in this section, we'll focus on four main problem areas. Number one is competition from established designers. Number two is design replicas and copycats. Third is market entry into the Far East and China. And fourth is balancing price and quality. All right, so let's dive into these challenges. So one of the significant challenges Inbal Dror faces is the stiff competition from well-established bridal wear designers such as Monique Lhuillier, Sala Abera, and Berta. So Monique Lhuillier and her husband Tom Bugbee founded their brand in 1996 with the desire to create feminine and modern bridal gowns. And our second competitor, Sala Abera, established her brand in 1985 with the hope to create a simple, modern dress for her own wedding. Each design is handcrafted using couture dressmaking techniques. And our third competitor, Berta, founded in 2004 by Berta Bilti. Her brand is known for its avant-garde designs, characterized by a sexy and modern fit that blends vintage materials and retro styles. So, furthermore, only 10% of the population purchase expensive bridal gowns. These brands have a strong international presence due to their high advertising budgets and promotional spending. In contrast, Inbal relies on cost-effective marketing strategies like word of mouth and influencer endorsements. These strategies are effective, but they may not be sufficient to achieve the desired market penetration and brand visibility. Our key challenge here is to expand Inbal Drawer's brand awareness and significance in a highly competitive environment without compromising their character. Now, for our second problem, design replicas and copycats. Another significant market challenge for Inbal Drawer is the proliferation of design replicas that imitate their designs. Inbal Drawer's value proposition lies in their high quality craftsmanship and uniqueness of bridal gowns. However, when other parties plagiarize these designs, it not only diminishes the brand's originality, but it also poses a risk of declining sales. This problem is further intensified by the fast fashion industry, which can quickly produce similar styles at lower costs. To overcome this challenge, we need to implement strategic measures to protect our intellectual property and strengthen our brand's image. Now, for our third problem, it is the market entry into the Far East and China. So, the Far East and China have the potential to be lucrative markets for bridal wear. China's bridal wear market is forecasted to reach approximately 8.8 billion by 2030. However, one of the major hurdles is the language barrier. Inbal Drawer needs to overcome this obstacle if they want to effectively communicate with customers. An additional key issue of market entry is cultural subtleties when it comes to understanding customs and traditions of Far East and Chinese consumers. If Inbal Drawer wants to reach their target audience, they will have to understand consumer preferences and adapt their gowns to local tastes. Finally, the strong market position of local designers and retailers in the Far East and China. These companies are well established and trusted by locals, making it hard for Inbal to penetrate the market with their own gowns. And then for the last problem, Inbal Drawer is known for for its exceptional quality and craftsmanship, which comes at a price. However, striking the right balance between price and quality is crucial for their global market presence. Maintaining a luxury image is essential for Inbal Drawer's brand identity. Luxury markets often associate high prices with exclusivity and superior quality. However, overpricing can deter potential customers, especially in emerging markets where the brand may lack recognition. Inbal Drawer needs to carefully consider their pricing strategy to ensure that it reflects the brand's luxury image while remaining competitive and accessible to their target customers. And they also must find a balance that covers their costs while still offering a reasonable price to customers without sacrificing the quality or uniqueness of their designs. And now I'm going to pass it on to Noelle for our solutions and recommendations.
Thank you, Kayla. So now we will be concluding the presentation with our solutions and recommendations. For our first solution, we have establishing a strong online reputation. So to help Inbal Drawer face the difficulties surrounding competition from other established companies in the industry, they should take advantage of the power of digital marketing and its influence on the large number of people who utilize the internet and social media for shopping. And to do this, Inbal Drawer should rework their website and create attractive and specific features that are more interactive and engaging, like showing the pricing for their products, adding shop buy now buttons, and customer forms. They can also take a similar approach to improve their online shopping ads as well. For our next solution, we have protecting their intellectual property. And what we mean by this is to have Inbal Drawer implement patents for their unique designs to help tackle the issues regarding design replicas and people copying their designs. With the rights to their own designs that are exclusive strictly to Inbal Drawer, they would have more opportunities to gain competitive advantage and would also allow for Inbal Drawer to have rights to take legal action against those who produce copycats or design concepts. This adds another level of security to their work. For example, Inbal Drawer could work with reputable patent agencies in China to execute this. We also recommend that Inbal Drawer should implement strong security measures for supply chains and their supply chain management. And they can do this by logging and tracking shipments, requiring background checks for supply chain management positions, and having a response plan for quickly acting on any suspicious behaviors or outside threats, excuse me. For our next solution, we have market research and trends on culture. So to help with market entry into the Far East and China, we recommend that Inbal Dror research to understand the demographic, culture, and market trends that take place there to help break the issues of cultural barriers. This gives them leverage in understanding crucial data points and strengths, like their buying preferences and interests for those respected regions. For example, developing a line of red wedding dresses that are more traditional to Chinese culture instead of Western style white color dresses. Doing this kind of research can allow Inbal to reflect on their own brand and see if their values and standards align with the demographics of the Far East and China. Lastly, we have proposing the value. This is to help with balancing their premium price points and the quality of their dresses. We recommend to use marketing techniques that show consumers the value of paying those expensive price points that are made for luxury products so that they can still appeal to consumers and capitalize on their revenue goals without having to lower the price of the dresses. For example, investing in celebrity endorsements with public figures that hold a lot of influence and have a strong fan base can give Inbal credibility and reach larger audiences' trust and admiration, ultimately bringing more value to their products. In addition to this, they can also enhance customer experiences by implementing personalized customizations and other customer support services. And that's it for our presentation. Thank you guys for listening.